Hey everybody, Resident Loser Jeremy here. Guess what? We've got the new M1 MacBook Pro here. So my plan is to take a backup of the computer here and see if I can basically get everything I need on this computer to start doing some testing. I'm gonna break this up into two videos. This first one is really just the setup and to see if it can generally open some sessions. Now I can't actually play sounds for you because I don't own the rights to this music, but I will see if it's snappy and if I can get it to run at all. Honestly, for some of these, I don't really have high hopes because some of these are chugging on a machine that costs 5 times as much as this does. So in the next video, I plan to do a lot more real world tests where I'm gonna get in with Melodyne and processor heavy tasks that really take a lot of time in Pro Tools and slow us down to see if this is something that could be a good second computer for a studio or even a good main computer for most mobile producers out there. So let's give it a go. By the way, if you like this, hit the like button, and if you want, hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see the tests that finish this thing out to see if this could be the right computer for you. Maybe it's not this exact one. This is about $1,500, but the Mac Mini version of this, if you really don't need a lot of storage, you're looking at $799. That is not much for a very, very impressive machine. And who knows, it may even make you some money. So hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Let's get to work. So working here, starting a backup, seeing what all I can exclude from this backup of the new Mac down there. Hasn't been that long since I set it up, but excluding a lot of those things, I think I got this backup down to a size where I can just go ahead and upload this and restore the new M1 from this, so I'll basically have 2 identical systems without missing any files that I really need. The only thing that I'm going to be missing, or at least not including on the M1, is just going to be a lot of virtual instruments that I wouldn't really be using that in a real life situation anyway. If you wanted to, you definitely could, but I have so many virtual instruments on this computer because hard drive space is 4 terabytes on this thing. On the new one, it's only 512, so I have to make some space. Everything's going with the backup. We're gonna see if we can restore the M1 to this and just see how it handles a pretty hefty session. The backup is almost done on the other computer. One thing I can already tell just getting this set up, I'm so happy they changed the keyboard. This feels so much better than those butterfly keys. They were a joke. They did not work. My G key still does not work on that computer, which is why I always carry around another keyboard with that silly laptop. Maybe I won't have to do that anymore. Super excited. All right, here we go. Let's see if this works. It's calculating. I have restored Macs like this in the past using a backup from another Mac. It's definitely gotten a little more streamlined since then. Calculated everything, hit continue, set my password. You guys can't see this, no way. Get out of here. The password is set and you'll never know it. Continue. Whoa. And it just does it. Guys, this is the coolest thing ever. We're gonna boot up Pro Tools and see how this beast can take it. All right, I'm gonna go get some food. I'll see you back here when it's finished. Oh my gosh, it's done. This is just gonna boot up like my normal computer, isn't it? Okay, so this thing migrated everything very, very smooth, and it seems to be ready to go. I don't even want to give it a break. I just want to upload a pretty intense session up to this thing and just see how it does. All right, guys, don't really have high hopes for this. Oh, I need to install Rosetta. Okay. So, okay, Rosetta's installed. iLac plugged in, my hard drive plugged in. I have done nothing else. This is literally the first thing I'm doing on this computer. Let's see, Pro Tools. Okay, so we got that installed. Let's open Pro Tools again. I fully anticipate to do a pretty long plugin scan. Okay, scanning plugins. Okay, and we are fired up. Let me see if this simple, tiny little session of my daughter singing will open. Yes, I know the I/O is different. Okay. Interesting. Seems to have done something different with... Oh, everything's in demo mode. That's one of the things that does not migrate over. Okay. So interesting. I want to open a pretty hefty one, knowing that this is gonna probably crash. I like the look of Big Sur. This is pretty nice. Don't save. Okay. Wow. All right. No. No. What? Are you kidding me? And this feels snappy. Wow. Good Lord. Okay. Let's go to something even bigger here. So this next one, last one I'm going to test, and I know some of the plugins are not going to have, I haven't fully activated them, but they are on, they are running. They're just in demo mode. Oh my gosh, it opens so fast. I gotta say, even navigating around this is very fast. I'm asking this thing to do a lot, and I'm not even sure it had a time to do a full spotlight register of the whole system, and this is still just as snappy as my studio computer. There we got a beach ball. Now let me be clear and say this session is heavy. This is a big one. Even the beach ball stopped. Oh boy. This is a big one even for my Mac Pro to try to handle. I do not have high hopes for this. Hey, it's spinning again. That's good. And it stopped again. Oh boy. I don't think this is gonna work. I gotta say, even though it wouldn't open that last session, and it's honestly still trying back there. That's an insanely large session. That's hundreds of tracks. It's probably looking for DSP that just is not on this computer because all my HDX cards are in the other room, among many other things that are probably happening in this session. But even the other ones that are probably more typical of real world use, it was chugging right through. And even though I couldn't play most of them because I don't have the rights to, it was doing really well as far as real world running of those sessions. So this is just a super quick video. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and make sure you're on the notification squad, because I'm gonna put this thing through some pretty harsh tests. Once I get everything fully installed and I know everything's working on this, I have some ideas that this could really be good for, and if it passes these tests, there's probably no excuse anymore for not having a good computer, because these are relatively affordable as far as professional production machines go. So hit that bell if you want to really see these tests go down. I'm excited to dig in. What I've seen so far is very impressive. By the way, I just edited this whole video on DaVinci Resolve on the new M1 MacBook Pro. One of the fastest editing experiences I've ever had. 4K footage on a 4K timeline. I've got color correcting on the whole time. I've got some pretty heavy audio processing just to see if it could do it. This is crazy. Stay tuned. I'm Resident Loser Jeremy. I'll see you guys in the next one.